A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development following months of intense negotiations, Ukraine and the United States have officially signed a minerals deal that is being hailed as a pivotal step towards mitigating the ongoing conflict with Russia. The deal grants the U.S. access to Ukraine's vast reserves of rare earth minerals and other natural resources in exchange for bolstering Kyiv's defense against Russian aggression. This landmark agreement was announced late Wednesday by American and Ukrainian officials, with much of the credit attributed to U.S. President Donald Trump. The minerals deal has undergone substantial changes since its inception in late February, when Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with Trump in the Oval Office. That meeting, which many anticipated would culminate in a signed agreement, devolved into a shouting match, casting doubt on the potential for a fruitful partnership. However, recent developments have paved the way for a renewed commitment between the two nations. The newly signed agreement establishes the United States-Ukraine Reconstruction Investment Fund, which will be financed through revenue generated from new projects involving Ukraine's resources, including raw materials, oil, and natural gas, amounting to billions of dollars. The fund will be jointly managed by Kyiv and Washington, and it is designed to attract Western investment in Ukraine's mineral extraction projects. A key aspect of the agreement is the stipulation that future military aid from the U.S. will be treated as a contribution to the fund, meaning Ukraine will need to match that with equivalent resources. Notably, past U.S. aid to Ukraine will not be counted as debt that must be repaid, a contentious point that was initially included in earlier drafts of the deal but ultimately removed. According to the agreement, profits from the first 10 years of the Reconstruction Investment Fund will be reinvested into Ukraine's economy, with the U.S. only able to benefit financially after the first decade. The 9-page document released by the Ukrainian government does not include a U.S. security guarantee, which was one of Kyiv's primary objectives during negotiations. Nevertheless, Ukrainian officials have expressed satisfaction with the final deal, noting that it offers more advantages than previous versions. The agreement also acknowledges Ukraine's aspirations to join the European Union and does not hinder those ambitions. Importantly, it grants the U.S. preferential rights to extract minerals from Ukraine, while ensuring that any payments and earnings will be exempt from taxes, duties, or levies imposed by Ukraine. Ukrainian First Deputy Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko, who signed the deal alongside U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, emphasized that the agreement creates mutually beneficial conditions for both countries. In a statement on social media, she highlighted the U.S.'s commitment to fostering long-term peace in Ukraine and acknowledged the significant contribution Ukraine has made to global security by relinquishing its nuclear arsenal. Bessent echoed these sentiments, asserting that the agreement sends a clear message to Russia about the Trump administration's dedication to a peace process centered on a free, sovereign, and prosperous Ukraine. He stressed that the deal represents a substantial commitment to support Ukraine as it navigates the challenges posed by the ongoing conflict. Ukraine is rich in critical minerals, boasting over 100 large deposits, including rare earth elements that are essential for various high-tech industries, including electronics, aerospace, and green energy. Key materials include titanium, which is vital for aircraft and construction, lithium for batteries, and graphite and manganese for steel production. Additionally, Ukraine has modest reserves of natural gas and oil, which were not initially included in the deal but were later incorporated, much to the benefit of the U.S. The agreement is distinct from ongoing negotiations with Russia to end the war in Ukraine. While discussions with Moscow are still in progress, they have not yielded significant results, particularly as Russia has rejected a recent proposal for a 30-day ceasefire brought forth by the U.S. The minerals deal, however, provides Ukraine with enhanced support, reinforcing its argument that the West should assist in preventing Russia from seizing its valuable mineral resources. Zelensky remarked that the signing of the minerals deal was a direct outcome of his recent meeting with Trump during Pope Francis' funeral, expressing gratitude for the productive discussions they had. He emphasized the importance of utilizing every moment of their time together to advance Ukraine's interests. As details of the deal continue to emerge, it is clear that the partnership between Ukraine and the U.S. is poised to reshape the landscape of resource management and defense in the region. However, challenges remain, particularly concerning the potential benefits of the deal, which may take time to materialize. Experts have cautioned that significant development work is required before any tangible gains can be realized, as many of the resources are not readily accessible and must be extracted and processed. Moreover, there are ongoing concerns about the presence of unexploded mines in Ukraine, which could impede the extraction of minerals and pose risks to safety. As the country grapples with these challenges, it remains to be seen how effectively the US and Ukraine can collaborate to unlock the potential of Ukraine's vast mineral wealth while ensuring security and stability in the region. In summary, the signing of the minerals deal between Ukraine and the US marks a crucial turning point in their bilateral relationship, with implications for both nations and the broader geopolitical landscape. As Ukraine seeks to bolster its defenses and capitalize on its natural resources, the partnership with the US will be instrumental in navigating the complexities of the ongoing conflict with Russia. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.